What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Drew Want to Know. This week we talk about Gold Rush, The Alley Cat Strikes Back, Disney Channel original movie, and also some Back to the Future creative stuff. It's very fun. It's going to be a good episode. Make sure you buckle in if you're in a car, I guess. But if you're not, you don't have to buckle anything. But enjoy this week's episode of
Drew, wanna know.
Hey, what's up? Welcome back to Drew Want to Know. We're here, another day, another digital dollar. Got some flannel on today. Oh, I never had like a pickup line when I was dating anybody or I was trying to date. The only one I had, I only used it one time. It's so dumb. As I would walk around, I would look for a girl who was wearing flannel or plaid, and I was also wearing plaid. And I walked up to her and I said, "Hey, we may be compatible." And she looked at me and was like, "What are you saying to me?" Which then I said, because we're both wearing plaid. And she goes, "Well, I give you an A for effort." And I said, "Well, a good joke is 90% enthusiasm, 10% good joke. I'm rocking 10% enthusiasm, 5% good joke. And, that is 15%. That's better than most juices out there." She was like, please stop talking to me. And I'm like, I'll get it out of here. Was it the math? Was the math the problem? That I shouldn't have brought up the juices is what I shouldn't have done. But it's neither here nor there. I'm getting married, so take that, plaid lady. I feel like a lot of people would love that, but whatever. It's fine. It's not for everybody. I'm not for everybody. It's okay. It's okay to not be for everybody. But, God, worked out today. Leg day. It's the worst. Um, Not the worst, but it sucks. I don't like it. But anyway, we're talking about fun stuff. I've been watching a lot of gold capturing shows, like Gold Rush, Whitewater Gold Rush, Freddie and Juan's Mine Rescue, um, and these shows are I don't know why I love them so much. I guess there's a little bit of them finding gold, but I don't know. The heavy machinery is kind of cool, even though I've never been into heavy machinery. Um, and I don't know. I watch them all the time, and it's just the Bering Sea Gold. People are just, well, that first of all, that show, the first season, it was just them falling around severely mentally ill people, and it was crazy. I think someone committed suicide on the first season, and that was crazy that happened, and they kept doing the show. Usually, if someone dies on your show, you tend to stop making the show. They just kept going, and they're still doing it on new seasons. But I don't know. I watch it. It's so funny because they over, like, it's like every little mistake is like a catastrophic moment. They're like, "Oh my God, the wash plant. Our season is over." Oh wait, it just needed a bolt. Cool, we're done. And they just like fix it, and I still love it, even though I'm sitting there. I'm like, it's not a big deal. It's they're gonna get what they're gonna get. If anything, they have more resources at their helm than other people do, um, with Discovery on their back and everything like that, and the fact that Discovery has money in this, and they want to make sure they make money. So I don't know. It's I just watch it all the time. People just finding gold, does not find gold. I actively root against Todd Hoffman on all the early seasons when I started watching it. Um, I don't know. It just he just seemed like a guy that you could be like, get out of here. And now he's like a singer. He's like a country singer or something like that. Or he was. I don't know. He's back doing gold shows again, but It's what's really crazy is those people do opal mining um, in Australia. That is nuts. Um, they're just blowing up, you know, caves to find like little strips of these things. They come out with like four rocks. They're like, yeah, it's $120,000, and you're like, oh my, holy crap! I guess this is worth it, but damn, I would never go and do that. But they're super fun. I'll watch them forever. But I also, again, like I said on another episode, I love watching Disney movies. I watched the Alley Cat Strike Back recently, which is a bowling movie about how a whole town is against bowling for some reason, even though like that's what you do in small towns. I'm from a small town. What you did was you went as a kid in high school when you had a car. You went to a diner. You went bowling. Then back to another diner, and that's how you spent your night before you go to a bar. Like, it's I don't understand why everyone's like, oh, bowling's so lame. Bah, 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 bah. It's like, no, everyone. I don't feel like everyone liked bowling. You can't be too good at bowling. That's the thing. Like, if you're really good at it, that's an issue. But I feel like it's one of those things you do it, and you're kind of like, oh yeah, like I'm okay, but like you don't really show off that how great you are at it, because people are like, you spent some time doing this, didn't you? But it's a whole like popular kids versus the bowling nerds, and what's the girl from the woman from the Big Bang Theory who played Penny, she's in it. Also, the guy who plays the lawyer in Silicon Valley, well, the not lawyer at the end series where he's like whatever, he's in it, which is so much fun to watch him be this like wholesome dad. And the whole time I'm just thinking about all the things he said that he does in Silicon Valley as the dad. Hilarious. It's just it's so much fun to think that all I like this theory. I don't know if this is a theory that's out there or not, but I like to figure out how each character that every actor plays is somehow the same character on a different trajectory through life. Like they keep going through a different like identity change, and they're in the same person kind of all the way through. So it's kind of fun to like connect them and see like kind of take something from this thing and put it into another movie. But the weird part about that movie is that they have this weird plot that like, so his dad's selling this bowling alley. His mom is, I guess, taking care of his grandfather for whatever reason, and they're like in the middle of it. They're like, grandpa might come to the thing. It's like, we don't know who grandpa is. We don't know anyone's connection. This Alex kid hasn't talked about this grandfather, hasn't talked about the mom. She's gone until like the Mighty Apple bowling tournament at the game at the end. And she's just like, he's like, grandpa made it. And you're like, cool. I don't know who this character is, but sure, grandpa's here. And like it didn't seem like a big deal that he was like, I guess he was in the hospital or something. They indicated. I don't know. It's a weird moment. I feel like there's probably more of that in the movie, and then they just cut it out, and then just like couldn't reshoot the bowling scenes with the mom and grandfather and stuff. Uh, it's a fun movie. I watch again. I've said it before. I will watch every bowling movie, every movie about sports over and over and over again. But I don't know. I congratulate everyone that makes something, right? I think even things that are terrible, you're just like, they made it. They made that thing. And it's kind of incredible to make something, I think. But I don't know. It's like it makes me so frustrated when people say that, like, they're like, oh, I'm not really a creative type. It's like, yeah, everyone is creative in some capacity, and you just have this block in your head that you're not, and that's like so frustrating because it's like everyone can do stuff and you can understand and wrap your head around everything. are you gonna be the best drawer ever? No, like you can't. You can work on that if you choose to work on that. But you can be creative. It's like everyone just assumes it's like drawing or illustration or all that kind of stuff. Like or like sculpting is like a creative thing, but it's like there's creative problem solving. There's like there's creative, like takes on things and like ideas and like ads and that kind of stuff. Like everyone is creative in some capacity in their own like world, but it's it's just like you just don't want to think about it. You can do it. You're a smart person. You can go to Michael's, you know, get a bunch of markers, marker some stuff up if you want. We all can do it. It's fine. You don't have to be great at it. Being creative is not about being great at something. I think it's just about making stuff, right? And I think that's a good lesson. It's just like that I probably should think about more. It's just like it's more about making it fun and like eventually like I always look at it this way, and this is why Back to the Future is one of my favorite movies. I always look at it this way: is that Doc Brown, right? He's an inventor. He's a disgraced nuclear scientist, right? But he's a bad inventor. Like all of his inventions don't work until the time machine. All of them are bad until he invents the greatest thing that's ever been invented. So like kind of suck if you want. Like it doesn't matter. Like that's his mentality in the movie. He just keeps inventing because he just can't stop doing it. And eventually, he makes the greatest thing of all time: the time machine out of a DeLorean. Because that was the car. I wonder what the car would be now. Be like it would be like an eco-friendly. It'd be like, I bet you it'd be a Tesla, even though I think that would be like politically controversial. But or like a Mini or a Prius. Its eco-friendly design really helped things out. I don't know. I feel like they made it into an eco-friendly car when they put the Mr. Fusion in there. So I think it could still be a DeLorean. But if they're gonna like, they should not remake that movie. But I also see them totally trying to, and I feel it's just not going to be any different, right? Like, why go there if it's not going to be different? I don't know. I think we had enough of the Back to the Future moments, but movies, and yeah, I don't think we need to make another one, but whatever. Hollywood's going to do what Hollywood's going to do. Am I right? And on that note, that's the end of this week's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Again, if you like this, make sure you like and subscribe. If you want to follow me, you can follow me on TikTok and Instagram at DRU Comedy for stand-up clips and stories about general things and just random things like that. And if you want to see me live, I do shows around New York City, and that's in Manhattan and Brooklyn. And I do run a show every Tuesday at 10 Degrees Bar in the East Village. Come by, say hey, and come see the show. It's a cool little intimate room where people try stuff. It's a very fun little time. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all next time on
Drew, wanna know.